Hey guys, welcome back to the Danger Planet.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Brandon. And today, we're going to unbox the Court of Two versus the Guild Other Side starter set.
So guys, today we're going to unbox the Other Side starter. I've been excited for this for a really long time, and I know a lot of other people in our playgroup have been. I'm a Resurs player, so for getting access to all the new Kirai models that are usable not only in her new title version, but are really good versatiles for a lot of the other masters and keywords.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try those out personally.
I'm not.
And I also know a lot of guys who are really excited for some of the guild versatiles that come in this box, specifically the guild mages. Mm-hmm. Those are really strong versatiles that are really, really good and have a particular role now that there's so many Malifaux Burns masters that produce different types of markers.
Yeah, the marker removal is real strong.
Yeah, having access to that, especially in the guild and
as a versatile too.
A versatile that also has a really good healing package attached to it is pretty strong. So we're going to open this up. We're going to walk through it. We're going to let you guys know what we think. We're excited to also look at the Other Side stuff. We haven't seen any of that, so that'll be new for us as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to let you guys walk through it with us. Finger guns, always finger guns.
What's in the box?
Oh no. All right, let's get this boy open. So, what are we going to find in here, Doug?
I think there's probably a lot of different resin miniatures with some
I think they're
large
plastic.
slotted bases. Perhaps if we're lucky, we might even find 2 fate decks themed. One is Guild and one is Court of Two.
Oh, we're definitely going to go through those fate decks. I have my copy and they are cool.
I always love to look at the art on the different fate decks. I think it's one of my favorite parts. And I know you know my favorite, which is that pixel fate deck.
Oh, yeah, the pixel art one.
Yeah, it's really cool.
If y'all don't know, if y'all haven't seen this pixel fate deck, huge fan. You can get it print on demand at Wargame Vault, which is the place that you get all the print on demand Malifaux and Other Side cards. And the pixel art deck it's so cool.
It's dope.
Yeah, pixel arted things are great. So this is the starter set quick guide. So this right here is the guide for learning how to play the Other Side, which is a thing that we will be doing hopefully soon.
Which we both need to do.
We both need to do. Yeah, the art's good. You know, again, their consistent print quality is awesome. They have some nice minis. It looks a lot like the Malifaux rulebook. You know, they talk about it, everything in pretty good detail, and there's some objectives right at the end.
And there's punch-out templates.
So punch-out templates. So one of the big things in this game are these crazy templates. Oh my gosh, these are so big. I think these are 120 mil templates.
That reminds me of third ed pie plates from 40K.
From Warhammer 40,000. Yeah, absolutely. These are cool. The guild, man, I guess Sonia has upgraded her pyre markers to flame strikes because she just nukes things from orbit now.
Yeah, why flame strike when you can nuke from orbit?
We also have some Court of Two enslaved spirit tokens. I'm not sure what these tokens are for, but they are neat looking. I believe that these are about 30 mil, so these should work for if you want to use them for Malifaux scheme tokens. That's probably a thing you could do.
I wonder if they're exactly 32.
I wonder if they're exactly 30 mil. Well, we'll find out.
We'll do some science experiments, folks.
Momentarily.
We'll figure it out.
And then we also have lots of these. I'm not going to punch these out, but these are the Other Side objective markers. There's 6 of them for the battlefield. These can just sort of hang out in here. Let's get to the good stuff. So this is the box. All right. Now, as you can see, we have a bunch of models here. We'll go through them one at a time. We'll start right up here. So up here we have
the enslaved spirits.
The enslaved spirits. Look at how spirity they are. Yeah, very neat. You know, I can say for sure that one of the things that Weird has started doing lately with their models is they've been starting to put them together before you buy them, right? So they come assembled. I know Malifaux has some of the most difficult to assemble models anywhere around. And I think that these are pretty good. You know, there's not a lot of crazy gaps. The mold lines, I will say, you can sort of see they're a little bad. You definitely are gonna want to demold line these guys before you prime them. These are more enslaved spirits over here. But they're very snugly fit in the box. You know, I don't think that there's any risk really of them damaging from this whole situation. You can sort of see some pretty aggressive mold lines on this boy.
And I think there's like 3 different sculpts, or maybe there's either 3 or 4.
Yeah. So of enslaved spirit, there's actually 5. Which is wild. There's 2 of this guy, 2 of this guy, 2 of this guy, 2 of this guy, and then the last one I think is right down here. This boyo. which is I think actually my favorite one. And we'll see more from that in a moment, but let's see if we can pop him out from the back. There we go. Yeah, so we have 5 different sculpts of enslaved spirit. We'll just go ahead and carry on with the rest of the Court of Two models, or in this case, the Reser models. So these are the Gwisen. These guys are so good.
Those are the best boys.
They're so good. I think every single Reser player basically wants this box set because these models are so powerful. Yeah. What do they have on their card, Doug? They have Take the Hit.
They've got Take the Hit. They also have Incorporeal. They have a really good fast action in Trail of Gore.
Trail of Gore, yeah.
And they are in general just really points effective
Yeah.
for their 6 points coming in at versatile. Like I use them not just in the Kirai crews because I play a lot of Reser, and they're just awesome.
Yeah, and they're versatiles, right? So any Reser's faction can take them.
Yeah.
So this is the alternative sculpt Ikirio, which of course you're gonna have if you've bought in the core box for Sonia for Kirai. But man, big model.
What a big girl.
You
know what that reminds me of? You remember the massively oversized Nothing Beast?
Yeah.
From Terra's crew?
Yeah, when I think they made it a nightmare box because they accidentally ordered it printed way too tall.
Dude,
this is of course the Kirai model. She's pretty awesome. I love that little mask. Her neck is long, I will say.
She's a long neck girl.
Yeah, her neck is long. That is one of the complaints that we've heard about this box.
Yeah.
Long neck. Now let's take a look.
I did some cool conversion flames on mine. It's a cool model. I like it.
Yeah, you turned yours into like a Ghost Rider, right?
Yeah,
Style.
Ghost Rider Kirai.
Okay, so these are cool models too. So these are the Gatling Gunners. They're a guild versatile. They seem strange to me. They have a really low statted attack, but a built-in plus flip.
And they have covering fire, which is
They have
really
covering fire, so if you fail to hit with their low statted attack, other models get to do actions.
I think that's
nearby.
really the cool part that
pretty
I'm excited
cool.
for is the covering fire component.
Yeah.
And also that they give out that protection aura, right, as an action.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's all kinds of cool things. They don't have a bonus action though, which is kind of sad, but they're neat models for sure. And again, they're guild versatiles, right? So you can take them in any guild crew.
The sexiest guild versatiles.
Yeah, these guys not only are awesome models, can confirm they're really cool looking models. They're like some guild mages, you might say. Wild. Yep. Good.
Those guys are, I think,
fancy
like,
robes.
across the board, those are some of the most powerful new models that the guild is going to have access to from a Malifaux standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things about, versatile marker removal, right? Yeah. And now, of course, we have the Sonia Creed, unmasked here tonight for the first time, except for all the other times.
I've always really liked Sonia Creed. She's just like, have you ever seen the Man in the Iron Mask?
I have.
Movie?
Yeah.
She's like the woman in the Iron Mask.
She is. She was the woman in the Iron Mask. No longer demon possessed by the demon that led her mask, or the actually, I think it was Sharoof that was the tyrant of fire. That was
your tyrant game is stronger than mine.
I believe it. I think it might have been. I don't know. Hey, comment below. Tell us who was behind Sonia's mask. Well, I guess Sonia.
Yeah.
Well,
mystery is solved, folks. Don't worry, we're on it.
Who can say? And so over here we have, which is sort of weird. This is the first time I've seen normal standard size cards for Malifaux things. I guess these are the other side cards, but good quality, just like Weird is always made. These are all the different abilities that your dudes have. The objective cards for the other side for both crews. These are the awesome guild mage models. It's just weird to be flipping through Malifaux cards that are your weird cards that are standard size without them being.
Is it weird?
Decks. It is weird. Yeah, I think these are probably the coolest things outside of the models in the box. So I'm gonna put those aside. You'll notice that in this box set, all of the cards for all of the Malifaux versions come in. So that's a huge bonus. So these are one of each card for every art. So we have 3 different Gatling Gunner cards, 3 different Guild Mage cards, which of course are both Minion 3. We have Sonia Creed's Unmasked card. Now, the Enslaved Spirit's a little weird because there's so many sculpts. What they've done is they've included all 5 cards for them, even though they are Minion 3. But that way you can always just match up the art to the card itself. We have the 3 Gwisen. We'll probably see.
In my experience, they also die a whole heck of a lot. So if you want, you can cycle through that art.
That's true. That's probably a good way to use it too.
You get to resum them for Untitled Chapter pretty frequently.
I think they're pretty sticky cards. I mean, they're brand new. And then of course we have the new Ikirio card and Kirai, Envoy of the Court. Very, very neat. It's super awesome to see that, with this product that is sort of for both games, they give you both things that you need. And I think last but not least, these cards. Should we start with the quarter 2 or the guild? I kind of feel the
choice,
guild.
my man.
We'll do the guild. I really like the guild deck. I bought this set because I needed to have the Kirai models for my Reser stuff, as did Doug. And this
use the knife.
Oh, I could
That's
use.
what
the
it's there for.
It is there for it. Wow, so helpful.
So brutal.
So this deck is awesome. It's got some great art, and one of the things that I really like about the other side decks are they're just so clean. They have the symbol of the suit just big in the center of the card with just color, and then it's only once you get up to the face cards, so the 10, or rather the 11, the 12, and the 13 of the severe cards. The severe cards all have character art on them, so the 11, the 12, 13. In this case, we have some guild mages.
Is it all Court of Two or is it all the different factions?
Well, that's a good question. So I'm not really sure exactly where they use the assets. I know that this guy's a guild character. I think these are all guild characters. But what we're about to see in the RAM section. Oh, actually, it's not in the RAM section, is it? No. So these look like they're all guild characters, but
Well, makes sense.
we have a special what do you call it? Easter egg, if you will, is the season. And the Black Joker, we have the Gatling Gunner, the alt sculpt Fuhatsu model. I just find it funny that the guild deck has 10 Thunders versatile art, but it's great art. And I mean, it makes sense because she also has a Gatling gun, right?
Yeah.
So that's that one. And then of course the Court of Two deck, which I love the aesthetic on this deck. It's purple, and I'm a Neverborn player by trade.
By trade.
So I've just been using it. I've been using it with Neverborn the whole time. And it's the same art basically for a lot of the deck. So we see, the very clear suits, although you get this nice, comparison of the guild versus the Court of Two. We have all this. We have, Enslaved Spirits, Gwison. We have more Enslaved Spirits and Gwison and Kirai on the masks because, of course, she wears a mask now.
Of course.
And for the black and red jokers in this deck, we have this crazy other side demon monster guy who's really cool. And then another enslaved spirit. Yeah, so that is going to wrap it up for all the cool things that you can get in this starter set. You do, unfortunately...
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
We have to...
Oh my gosh. I almost forgot.
We almost broke the principal rule. Always check the bottom of the box.
Always check underneath the box. Whoop. So we have two very neat little tape measures. I will say they're not great quality, but they get the job done. They're in inches and millimeters, which is neat. They lock and unlock, and they're keychain size. So they're very small and can fit in like token containers. You get one for each player. And then of course you get all of the bases. They don't unfortunately come with the Malifaux sized bases or the Malifaux shaped bases. But
I think those are the shapes. I think the bevel is not.
Yeah, the bevel's not necessary. Obviously, these are 30 mil bases. These are 40 mil bases. And if you really want to just put them on for Malifaux things, you can use these. That's not going to be a problem. I don't actually see a 50 mil, which I believe that Ikirio is on a 50 mil, if I remember correctly, because she's a large lady.
She's a large lady for sure.
But you have that, and the way that these function for the fire teams is they slot in and then they fit flush, so you can terrain the whole fire team base, and that way they will not look too absurd.
Like scenic bases out of the right ones, I think.
Yeah,
is the concept.
Exactly. Very cool bases, very cool miniatures. And just to confirm earlier from the tokens, they are in fact exactly 30 mils. So the tokens are 30 mil, and they should work fine if you want to use them for ski markers or whatever in Malifaux. And that's the other side.
That's the other side, folks.
Wow.
So guys, that was our unboxing video for the Other Side starter box with the Court of Two / Resers and the Guild. I know I'm really excited to get my hands on the Gweshin and the new Kirai model.
I'm not excited for him to do that. And I know a bunch of people are really pumped for the Guild Mages. They have some great healing. Marker removal's huge.
I think you're going to see both of those sides of the coin at a lot of different tournaments and local game stores.
Absolutely. Yeah. Make sure to keep a look at the description. We have a link to our Discord where you can, join our community, and keep an eye on the channel for more Malifaux content coming to you soon.
On the planet. Boom. Yeah.
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 Cool. You said just do that a couple times?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it needs to be, I think.
You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Gross.
What? Gross. Oh, it's all over my hands. Ah!
They're very gooey.
Yeah, sorry. Something in my throat, but
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I resemble that.
Dude, Hoffman. And I even have Hoffman and Hoffman. That guy's a piece of shit and so ridiculous.
You started me on this. You made me like this dog.
I literally own it too. It's great. If your opponent doesn't come with marker removal, they're a fool. They're a goddamn
There
fool.
seems to be like a high number of Arcanist models that like just that's the case.
They're a gosh darn fool. All right, you want to try one more time?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Nope.
It's not the face of a man who's ready to schwangble a bonko.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right.